So let us emphasize a little bit, Ali, with you on innovation on your idea. So if I have well understood, you are proposing to add the water footprint of materials.
Yes.
So
Rather than to be in innovation, it should go together with material embedded energy. So embedded energy and water degradation or water footprint.
yes, we have a constraints for the time being. We cannot add this because we are at an advanced stage with the web developer. But we want to take this comment into consideration. So I think, Rami, you are responsible of this criterion, isn't it?
Yeah.
So please, can you add an example on in this part, in description of this criterion, okay, that the user can add or can do the study related to the water footprint, isn't it, Ali? Water footprint of the materials.
Work on this
Yeah,
together.
for sure.
Okay.
We have the material database.
Yes.
If we have a water footprint per material type, it will be easy to
That's
implement.
what's important, especially when we are talking about construction, facade, all these things. So marble have different water footprint, it's an added component or whatever.
يعني نحن concerned إنه في database
Yes,
available.
there is.
Okay.
Now it is.
Is that
question,
okay?
No, let me see. There is available database, but it is not free. But since you are working with EU now, I guess they will give you for 3 years access to the database.
We will see on the assessment time what we are going to do, because from here until the assessment time we maybe we will have a project that will be assessed in 3 years. So in 3 years,
It's just a small note.
It is-
I haven't seen this in any rating system yet. This is a new.
Yes, this could be good because you are doing the job for embedded. Embedded is parallel to water footprint. So
yes, Brahim.
Can you
What
elaborate?
concept
I want to ask
development
Mr. Ali if you can elaborate more on what's needed for the water footprint
See, now-
within the material. Can you give us an example?
Okay. Let's say about material.
Ali,
For flooring.
please.
No, Hans.
La, please
We are
come.
talking about flooring for material. You have the choice between ceramic or marble or terrace. So you consider many axes for it. First of all is the embedded energy,
Embodied energy.
the energy required for maintenance or cost for maintenance, the durability and life cycle, let's say if you have to dispose it, if it is costly for you or not. So all those things are related to like energy. But when it comes to water, let's say to bring you the marble, you need to make degradation of water source. You need to consume water. So also each material
During
have an impact.
manufacture, you mean during manufacturing?
Exactly.
Okay.
During manufacturing or during usage, it is life cycle approach. Yeah, and even disposal of it. Let's say from the beginning during construction, which is the most important during manufacturing. Later on during the use of the building, it could be like 75 years or whatever. And during end of life of the unit.
Maybe this is more into industrial, right? Or
No,
building
you
sector.
have using a lot of construction material in the building. You are
Yeah, I
causing
know, I
the
know.
building. So it is very important here. So rather I will use this one because it have lower impact on water footprint rather than other material.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you, Ali.
Yeah.
Brahim, it is an
It is clear
LCA
now,
study. It is a complete LCA study, but
I
not
see.
focusing on energy. It focus on
I didn't see
water.
this in any
Two axes.
rating
On
system,
water.
Building rating system before. Yeah, this is
Okay.
is important.
I would like to hear your comments, please, colleagues. Yes, go
Yes,
ahead,
it
please.
is very important. Because in tiling, for example, we use a lot of water if we are using marble in order to make a very polished
Surface.
floor surface. That's why, and in Lebanon here we have a huge shortage in water. So it is very important to include this in the
Yes, we are going to do it. Okay, it will be part of the innovation. Okay, what I can say for the time being, the grades that will be earned through the bonus family, okay, will be added to the grade
So we cannot add
of the modules. Okay, so in principle, this is what we are going to do. It is not yet final, but in principle, this is what we are thinking of. Okay. Any other comment, please? Feedback. Do you see that we are asking too much from the user comparing to other rating systems?
A little bit.
A little bit. Yes, because we don't want to neglect the educational part. And where do you feel there are a lot of questions?
We are going too deep in the rating system like this, no? For Lebanon, maybe for Europe or for USA, it is convention. But here in Lebanon, it is a little bit.
Yes, we have explained yesterday that we had another constraint to deal with, is that there is no complete, if you can say it, there is no complete building standard or building code. Let me say. So we were obliged to compensate this in a green building rating system, although it is not the job of a green building rating system to compensate this. But what we have made is typically for Lebanon, in order to do this, because we will not allow ourselves to give a rating for a building, for example, that doesn't respect the security minimum security issues. So this was the concept.
And also it is looking for the future.
Yeah.
This is a good point.
Yeah.
If I may add,
Okay.
Dr. Kamefi, rating levels. Rating level 35, it's the minimum. Maybe it will be somewhat easy for buildings in Lebanon. When you go higher, it will be more complicated. And so this will cover something.
Yes, Rima.
This is educational worldwide, but it is anybody can go in ويتعلم. يعني مش بس عنا. يعني نحن this is good. Not to have all these.
It's a challenge.
Yeah. Okay. Hello again. We're going to start explaining the third module, water. There are many criteria. I believe that you will have many questions. لأنه we are going to talk about thresholds, about numerical values. Before proceeding with this, I would like to answer a question from your colleague. She asked me about the projects that will be selected for input. Are they going to be rated? Is this your question? First of all, there will be no selection for the project that any user will enter, because the platform is open for all. It is accessed for free. So all you have to do is to create an account, يعني username and password and this minimum, okay? And whenever you are going to create this account, you can start creating 1 to whatever number of projects you want. So there is no pre-selection by LGBC on the projects. Any user can enter any project, any number of projects. There are no limitations on this. تمام؟ هلا you as a user, when you feel that you have entered all the data and you are ready to get an official assessment, تمام؟ During the project timeline, يعني before September 2022, you can apply for an official assessment and get it for free. Because the assessment through the platform is done for free. هيدي متفقين عليها. You will click on the button that I have shown you yesterday, okay, online assessment. So online assessment, you will have your assessment, and that's it. It is always for free. Now, if you want a rating assessed by an assessor by LGBC, you have to pay for it after the closure of the project, yani after September 2022. Up to September 2022, there will be 3 projects, okay, that will be entitled for free official assessment from LGBC. You got me? Yeah? So first step, you have to enter the data. 1, 2, 3 projects, how many, whatever number you want. Tamam? But then you are going to choose what project or what projects in plural you want to be assessed. And we are going to offer this service based on first come, first served. Yani if you have the ability to have 3 projects, complete projects with all the documentation required, you have succeeded in uploading them before somebody else, okay, you can require an official assessment for these 3 projects for free. No. But I'm telling you, first come, first served. Okay, now we are not going to look into how many users will get how many projects. For us, we need 3 projects to be fully assessed by LGBC. So whether they come from 3 different users, they come from 2 or 1 user, okay, نحن we don't mind. We don't mind. We have a time limit to respect, and we need these 3 projects. So this is my answer. All right? Okay?
When is this dynamic platform will be ready?
Sorry?
It's already here. We can use it tomorrow?
No. La. We are going to send you emails whenever the beta version will be ready.
When do you expect it?
Mario, by end of the year, I think by end of the year, by December 2021, because we have to go live. We have to go live. Yani we have finished everything. We have to go live by February 2022. So at least 2 months before, it is our internal deadline for our beta version to be tried.
So we have from February till September to enter all data if we need to make assessment.
Sorry, we have
from February 22 till September 22 to make entry of all our.
And maybe before, I don't recall exactly the timeline. Do you remember the timeline, Carla?
No, sorry.
Okay, we will give you the timeline, but I expect so. Yes, I expect so. Before September, we will give maybe a timeline until ما بعرف أنا May مثلا or something like this. Okay, but if any office has already all these files, okay, I expect that the data entry, okay, with all the details that we are requiring, will not take more than 10 working days on 8 hours per day. This is my expectation. So it will not be too long, as it was with ARZ version 1. ARZ version 1, we spent month and month, مش هيك أميل? Okay, by month, مش by weeks. Okay, 7-8 months to collect the data. Yes. Honey, we are reducing all this this time lost on the roads ونجمع الداتا. So it is on the user to collect his or her data and enter it at their ease. And in general, when it is a big project, you have an engineering house that is preparing all this. And the engineering house has all the data under their hand. So it's very easy for them to enter all the required data. It is not complicated. Now you are seeing you are seeing the criteria. Maybe you feel they are too much. We're asking for too many for too many numbers etc. وهيك بس انه نحن minimum MEP engineers or architects, we have all this data. We know them by heart حتى. Isn't it, Rima? Okay, تقريبا yes. We know لأنه we have already done the window to wall ratio. We know what material to choose, or we have prepared the BOQs. The data required are there in the BOQ. ما في شيء جديد بده ينعمل. Okay, so they have it under their hand, so they will just put it here. Okay, this is why it will not require too long.
Applicable for outside Lebanon also?
It will not be. هلا we are not able to to use it outside Lebanon for the simple reason. We have taken into consideration the TSBL 2005 and the recommendation of TSBL 2005, تمام? And based on this, we have 5 climatic zone. أنا بقول 5 يعني بقولوا 4 بس هن if you read it بتشوفوا إنه they are 5. Okay هلا 4 or 5 ما بتفرق. Okay لأنه في climatic zone 1 هن قسمينها 2 so it is 5. Okay, we have taken this into consideration, okay, because there are requirements and prerequisites by climatic zone, and in order to estimate the energy for the HVAC, okay, we have created a model based on HDD and CDD, heating degree days and cooling degree days. What we have is that what we have as data, we have data for 73 weather stations in Lebanon, هيدي in climatic zone 205. I have, sorry عم بقول okay, لأنه I am managing this task with 2 university doctors, زملاء لإلي بالداتا science, and I have 2 interns with me. So I have taken this data, okay, what I will do, I will create for all the villages in Lebanon, they are less than 3,000, about 2,900 and somehow. So we are creating for these 2,900 villages and cities in Lebanon, for each one, it's HDD and CDD. So we are taking into consideration the microclimates indirectly. هيدي وحدة. Then by knowing HDD and CDD, we are going to classify them into the climatic zone. So this couldn't be done for countries else than Lebanon, and we are relying on this data, which is directly related to Lebanon. بعدين, the user will enter the GPS coordinate latitude and longitude of the project they have. تمام? The platform will determine automatically through an API, يعني we are going to call Google Earth وهيك ويطلع لنا elevation, and based on only these 3 GPS coordinates, latitude, longitude, with elevation, we are going to determine for any location in Lebanon its HDD and CDD, and accordingly the climatic zone. So this is why it is very, very specific to Lebanon. هلا, this is what we can do under this project. هلا, I can do more, but later on, okay, to include other countries, لأنه what we are experiencing now is very hard. لأنه, you know, I am also a member of ASHRAE Technical Committee that produce Standard 169, which is the weather building information. So I know it's very hard, okay, and we are leading this in Lebanon. So if we are, and we are succeeding, I mean, we are in progress. When we are going to finish this, I will replicate this to all the stations that I have. I have some 9,000 stations around the world. We can replicate this on these stations. Because we are producing a model based on artificial intelligence, machine learning, etc. We are introducing all this. So this is innovative, and this is specially done for this project. So this is my answer. This is why Lebanon. يعني مش لأنه نحن كسلانين. Okay, because we are very specific. Okay. All right. Any other question before we proceed?